Welcome to the Highland Park Spotlight. I'm your host, Keisha B, and it's amazing to be here again today. It's going to be a good show. I have no one other than Rio the Great in
Rio the
studio
Great.
with me today. And the reason why I brought Rio back, because he was here before, but I brought him back because the youth committee is moving forward here in the city of Highland Park. And there's an event happening next weekend. And I just kind of wanted to go in depth about that. So, Rio, thank you again for joining me.
Thank you for having me,
It's
Keisha. I appreciate it.
no
Always
problem.
good to be on here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, anytime I tell anybody, my show is the best show.
Absolutely. Make sure y'all
My show
tuning
is
in
the
to the
best show.
Highland Spark Pop Spotlight.
Right. So I know that you're part of the youth committee.
Yes.
And shout out to Mayor Glenda McDonald. She's been trying to make some major changes here in the city of Highland Park, and the youth committee is one. So this is the first youth committee ever in the city of
Yes.
Highland Park.
Man, I'm proud to be a part of it. It's amazing. It started off as just a thought,
Mm-hmm.
an idea that she pitched to me, and to see it manifesting and become the ball is rolling. Like, y'all go see us, and a lot of people have already been seeing us. We've been doing our thing around the city. Highland Park needs a lot of work, so
That's awesome. That's awesome.
yeah.
So again, this is the first, right, youth committee that's been developed here in the city of Highland Park, which is important. I have done a lot of work with youth, and I've done a lot of work within communities, and making sure that the younger generation have a voice to voice their opinions about what they would like the city to look like, what they want their block to look like, what they want to see happen in politics and in government, because eventually you guys have to run it. So
Absolutely.
it's imperative. So I do want to ask you, have the committee been formed yet?
Yes. So as of right now, there's 5 members on the youth committee. It's me, Karan, Vashay, Ken, and Dre Davis. So
Okay.
the committee was very carefully selected. With us being the 5 members, a lot of people have been asking, like, can I be a part? Can I be on the committee? Can I be on the committee? Where we are right now with the committee, yes, you can. We've developed different just parts of the committee. So if you would like to be a part of the event planning, if you want to be a part of logistics, if you want to be a part of donations, we have the different branches of the committee that we're looking to fill. If you're interested in helping the youth of Highland Park, reach out to one of us. Reach out to any one of the members of the committee. We'll discuss how you can fit in and how we can use you or whatever, and we're gonna make it happen. My biggest goal is to bring all of the organizations here together. I feel
Okay.
like it's a lot of small, like, I'm not gonna say small, but it's a lot of organizations, and if we could get everybody together under one, one net, and to just move in unison, it'd be so big for the city of Highland Park. It'd be so big for the youth. So
I think so too. So when you say some of the other organizations, you mean other youth organizations, or what are you referring to personally?
just all the organizations. I see us doing bike drives. I see us doing back to school giveaways. If we can collectively, make these things one big thing instead of small things that we're finding out about. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? I think that'll be big for not just the city, but for the youth. The bigger we can make it, the better it is for them. That's how I look at it.
Okay. So how often do you guys meet as of right now?
As of right now, we meet every week. We meet every week on Monday, via like Zoom calls or whatnot. And right now it's like it's so much work to be done.
Okay.
We're just getting started. We just got all our members to start the summer, and you all know how summer is. Like,
Yeah.
it goes fast, man. It goes fast. So yep, we got our members. We meet every Friday.
Monday.
Every Monday. I'm sorry. We
Every
meet every
Monday, y'all. Every
Monday.
Monday.
Yep, and we try to somewhat use the city council meetings as a formula for how we run our meetings.
Okay.
We have tentative just agendas. It's not as structured, but
Not yet.
not yet. But
Okay.
yep, we have like agendas that we talk to after each meeting. I try to give each member a homework assignment, whether it's something that's going to help the committee moving forward or something to look for in the community, whether it's an event to go to, rewatching the council meetings just to see what's going on. So if somebody asks us, we're informed enough to relay that message.
That's excellent.
You
That's
know,
excellent. Watching the city council meetings are important,
absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
Paying attention to the housing commissions and planning commissions. You definitely want to do that. So I commend you guys. So as of right now, you guys meet once a week, and you mentioned that you have different sectors of the committee set up. One
Well,
of which,
we're working on. That's where we're working on. So
okay,
with the other sectors, we don't really have the positions filled, but we're
okay,
creating those positions. So once we get a definite, you know what I'm saying, on the positions, we're going to be reaching out to different people. And as people reach out to us, if you feel like you're good at administrative stuff, if you're good at getting donations or whatever it might be, just reach out to us and we can, you know what I'm saying, we can make you a part of this.
okay. So is there an age limit? Because I know this is the youth committee, right? So you want to pull in your youth, you want to pull in people within your age group to kind of help you with doing this. So is there an age cap, or can anyone get involved to kind of help you guys?
Anyone can get involved. Originally, I wanted to have an age cap on it because it was the youth, but I'm not going to say my age, but I consider myself the youth, you know. I feel like anybody who has a love or, you know what I'm saying, just passion for the youth, they shouldn't be excluded at all. If you're
Right.
50 years old, 60 years old, and you might be a school teacher or just anything, you just might be involved with the children, and I don't want to exclude you from us and our organization and what we have going on, because we need all the help we could get. And
Right.
to
right.
turn down somebody because it's like an age cap, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. So that's good. So y'all have been moving forward, which is good. There's no age cap, but what are some of the things that you guys have discussed thus far in regards to what you want to see happen within the city of Highland Park? Because I know that you mentioned that you guys are paying attention to the city council meetings, right? What are some of the things that you're seeing that you guys want to pursue or see happen here in the city?
If we're gonna talk about like the council, when we have our meetings, I encourage them to watch the current council meetings because there's do's and don'ts, you know.
Right.
And I just want them to be aware of it. You know, look what's going on right now in your city, and how would you be able to change? What would you change about it? How would you go about it if you were in this position?
Right.
You know. So that's
That's it.
Yeah.
So what is it that you guys want to see happen? So I know that there's some do's and some don'ts, right?
Absolutely.
We all can
It's-
learn, but what are some things you guys want to see happen?
As far as change, I feel like we all have different opinions and ideas and different just visions of what we see happening for the city as individuals. Me personally, the change that I want to see. My bad, I just had like a brain fart.
Not on live TV.
On live
I mean,
TV.
okay, so
But, Man, I just lost that thought. The change that I want to see with this committee, I think the biggest thing with us all that we can agree on as the committee, we want to be felt. We want to see. I feel like it's not really a voice for the children, for the
Mm-hmm.
youth, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And just since we have been formed as a committee, I feel like there's been change. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
things that are going on in Highland Park now, we had all type of events, festivals, giveaways, and stuff like these type of things weren't really going on a
Mm-hmm.
few years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we want to see more of that. We want to encourage it, and we want to make it even bigger. We don't want to just say, okay, we finally getting. We want to make these events bigger and bigger every year. And as a council, we want to make sure our voices is heard. We want to make sure that we're not just doing this in vain.
Right.
I think that as we formed, that was the biggest thing. Just getting everybody together. It's just like, okay, we're a council. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this going to be? Are we really going to have an opinion, or is people going to really listen to our voice? And I feel like we had this in the early stages. We had that like an immediate impact. I felt like I personally, I felt that
Okay.
as a member of the council.
So now that you guys are being involved in the youth committee,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the City of Highland Park Youth Committee,
Yes.
right? So you guys work and talk directly with the mayor,
Mm-hmm.
right? Have any of you guys had the thought of possibly going further into government, maybe running for city council, maybe running for school board, those things? Because, you're never too young to run for a seat as long as you over 18, right? You got to be 18. Got to be 18. But has that crossed your mind or anybody else's mind that may be on the youth committee?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I feel like the youth committee is a stepping stone. It's a learning experience. It's an opportunity for us to learn, you know what I'm saying, with firsthand experience from the mayor. And it's an opportunity for me to be examples to the younger generations as well, to show them that, hey, I remember I was just hooping at Barbara Rio, and now he's doing X, Y, and Z. Now he's over this. And, I want them to
Yeah.
feel like, hey, you know what I'm saying? He's doing it. I can do it. He was just here. I was just here. I want to be that stepping stone, that example, that role model for him. So,
Yeah, but that's awesome because we always want to be an example. And I refuse this comment that just came across my phone. No, not at all. I'm not running for nothing. I'm just putting that out there. I'm not running for nothing. I say that now, but I can't.
it may be 20, 30 years down the line,
No, by the time I get that old, I ain't running. And I'm 40. I can't do that. So, you mentioned different events, right? That's taking place. And what are some of the events that's happened thus far that the youth committee were really pushing and behind,
Um,
if any?
I'm not going to say that we've been like really behind and pushing because we're just really, getting organized and formed. But the events that have been going on at the Avalon Village this summer, like we definitely been supporting those. The Hungry Man food truck, that was huge.
Oh, that was big.
That was huge. They brought in thousands of people. Just the week before
Shout out
that,
to Hungry Man that showed up at HP. That was
Highland Park, of all places that he could have went in the country, he
Yeah.
chose Highland Park. Like
He did.
That's
He
big.
did. That's huge.
big, and he brought a lot of people out. We need that type of stuff for our community.
Okay.
Just the weekend before the Hungry Man Festival, me and one of the other committee members, Karan, were a part of Map Fest, Music, Arts, and Poetry Festival, which also was at the Avalon Village, and it brought out thousands of people. And it was just a good look for the city. We had lots of performers, food trucks, just the vibe. It wasn't just like music, but just like art stations, poetry. We had live poetry in the Homework House. It was,
Oh, that's fire.
yeah, it was
That's
dope.
fire.
It was dope. It was the first one. So we looking forward to, running that back next year.
So you hit on something because you mentioned the arts. Now, with the youth committee. I know you personally are an artist,
Yes.
right? How many else in the youth committee are artists of some sort, whether it's art, music, um, how many artists is it within the committee? Because I have a follow-up question for that.
Okay. So I'm an artist. Karan is an artist.
Mm.
I don't want to speak too much of his accolades or whatnot, but he's been featured in some like Tubi movies. He scored different on different soundtracks.
Oh, that's what's up.
He's just a fire artist, man. Great vocalist, great lyricist, and just
Who was supposed to be here today? Might I add?
yeah. Where you at, Karan? I'm over here speaking on your behalf. But no, man, that's my brother for real. Like, man, he's a dope artist. He runs the Rock Local Cafe with his father. They
Awesome.
host poetry nights every Wednesday. If you're an artist and you're looking to just get involved in the community, if you want to just learn anything, like that's somebody you definitely want to reach out to and you want to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Our other artist in the committee is Vashay Nance. She's a singer right from here in Highland Park. She is our female representation of the youth committee.
Awesome.
And man, Vashay is dope. She's a dope artist. Right now, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be speaking on it, but I'm gonna just throw this out there. She's going to be doing some shows with Payroll, one of the
Really?
Doughboys. Yep.
Oh,
So,
now that's fire.
I don't know if I was supposed to say that live on TV, but I just said it with Shay. It's out there, you know what I'm saying? But
That's
she's doing
huge.
big things. She's holding it down for the city. She's definitely a great representation of our youth and what we want to encourage here in Highland Park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So my follow-up to that is with you guys, with so many artists within the youth committee, are you guys big on bringing the arts into Highland Park? Like, what's some of the things that you guys want to do considering the talents that you guys have?
Absolutely. So we have the youth explosion coming up this
We gonna talk about that?
Yep, on the 23rd. And we were just talking about it because we definitely want to display our talents, our arts, but we want to create platforms for the youth to do so as well.
Awesome.
I would love to start having like youth poetry nights, youth artist events. It's a lot of young, talented children out here that inspire to be rappers, singers, whatever it might be, but they don't have that platform. They don't have somebody saying, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and sing for me. Or they never had, you know what I'm saying, a room full of people clapping for them. So I think that it'd be good to, that's something that I would like to do personally. I would like to bring like my platform to the youth, make them feel just as comfortable in front of a stage, on a mic, whatever it might be as I am. So.
All right. So did you guys, now, probably not, but I like it, the art that is being displayed on the buildings here in Highland Park.
Mm-hmm.
I personally love graffiti art, and I like the different artists that's been coming in, right? What are you guys' take on it?
I love it. It's so crazy because I was just talking to Karan's father, Rock, maybe 2-3 weeks ago after Mat Fest. And we were sitting in the car. I was looking at the building, and I was like, man, what would it take to get this painted black? You know what I'm saying? We just painted it black. It is like I almost manifested it because now we have the artists, you know what I'm saying, doing the different paintings on Woodward. So just this week, I went back over there. I seen the crane. I seen the artist name out there, and I'm like, man. But I think it's dope. I think that's what Highland Park needs. It's so much work to be done here, and if we can't tear down the building, why not paint it? Why not at least make it look aesthetically pleasing? And just with the city in general, it's so many artists. Let's make the city their canvas. You know what I'm saying? I look at the village as soon as you turn down the block, it's just like you get that artistic feel. So
You do.
if we can, our city's not that big. If we could add more of that artistic feel throughout, it'll just, I feel like that'll just change the vibe. It'll change the way people feel when they walk up and down the streets, you know?
Yeah, because I know they did something similar down at Eastern Market, and that's one of my favorite places to hang out, which is Eastern Market, and it's so much art, and you see people come from all over the world just to take photos, you know, of the art pieces or stand in front, and so it's good to see. I like it personally, because it does kind of spruce up Highland Park, and it gives it this. Because now when I drive down the street, I'm like, "Ooh, that's bad." Like, I like that. You know,
Yeah.
it makes you feel good to see certain things change here in Highland Park. And so I'm excited about that. And I just wanted to get you guys your input, because Karan didn't show up, unfortunately. So I don't know where you at, bro, but you're missing. But
Yep. Hopefully we could get all of us, or if not just all of us, the rest of us on here soon, so that they can give their opinion.
one by one. I'm gonna have you see, I don't have a whole lot of room up here, so I'm gonna have to bring y'all on probably 2 by 2. But it would be great, right? It'd be great to have all of you on. I do want to ask another question before we go on commercial break, but right now, right, there's a lot of developments that could possibly happen here in the city that's been going back and forth to the table with the city council. What are some developments you personally or the youth committee would want to see happen here in Highland Park?
A Chick-fil-A.
Food, right? Food. Okay, I got you.
A tropical smoothie. No, those are my 2 favorite places. And when I think about development and stuff, I just think about, when I leave Highland Park, where am I going? You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I know it sounds funny when I throw those type of places out, but I feel like that'll be huge, not just for you know what I'm saying, me, but the jobs that it'll bring in. I feel like those are pretty good, sustainable businesses right now. And just like the kind of culture that comes with those type of businesses.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chick-fil-A and tropical smoothie. I got a big one.
What's the big
I was
one?
just discussing this with somebody yesterday, and this is a very, very, I guess, hypothetical. I don't even know what to call it, but what if we got the Detroit Pistons to build an arena here in Highland Park?
An arena?
An arena right here in Highland Park. Because right
what
now,
kind of arena?
a sports arena.
Like the Dome?
Yeah.
I mean, they have Little Caesars downtown, but
They have Little Caesars, but Little Caesars was really built for the Red Wings. They just kind of put the Pistons there, you know.
True.
If the
That's a
Pistons
huge one.
it's a huge one, but I don't know who I talked to, but if anybody from the head office of the Detroit Pistons can hear me and my voice, just consider Highland Park. That'll be big for our city. We got the space. It'll bring so much. Just think of the jobs it'll bring, the opportunities that it'll bring to the city, and then just having the NBA, one of the biggest organizations in the world, right here in our city. Like, that would be huge for our community. That would give us a huge 360.
I'm just thinking of space, right? So my mind automatically went to the square footage, traffic, you know, so all of those things kind of and it's a residential area. So it's, I'm a little, you know, but I get it because of the revenue. Because of the revenue. So
I don't know all the technical stuff, but it's something that I thought about, and I'm just like, man, that'd be amazing.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to cut to commercial break on that one. So you are watching the Highland Park Spotlight. I'm your host, Keisha B. When we return, I have more questions for Rio. We're going to go into some of the events that the Youth Committee is moving forward here in the city of Highland Park with, and we will return right after this.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Mattered. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
Muscles, joints, or feet tired, achy, or distressed? Tried everything? Ringmaster Rubbing Oil is a vintage topical pain reliever, trusted for over 70 years, with a rich formula for the treatment of stubborn aches and pains. Packaged in a glass bottle for purity, our liquid can also be used in warm water for foot soaks and compresses. A little goes a long way. Try our time-tested formula, available in several sizes.
Make a donation to WHBR-TV and receive two 2-ounce bottles of Ringmaster Rubbing Oil for $25. Call 313-868-6612.
Is arthritis, rheumatism, inflammation holding you back? Even ladies' menstrual cycle pain? Order Hurt No More. It's all natural and it works fast. Go to 86pain.com.
You know, I played in the NFL back in the 60s. We could have used Hurt No More after every game. I could have used something to relieve my pain.
If you've got pain, I've got the answer. Hurt No More. Wherever the pain is, it'll grab it fast.
86 to Pain. Go to 86pain.com.
Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. You can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. For more information, call 313-868-6612. Visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only.
Welcome back to the Highland Park Spotlight. I'm your host, Keisha B, and I have Rio the Great here, born and raised Highland Parker, in the studio with me. And if you're just now tuning into the show, we've been actually having a really good conversation in regards to the youth committee that he is spearheading, and also some of the things that they wanted to see here in Highland Park. And
Highland Park Pistons.
He is not letting go of this arena here in Highland Park. But this, hey, we all have dreams.
It's just a thought. It's just an idea. Just a dream. I woke up this morning feeling real Detroit basketballish. So,
all right. So I do have a question because right now you are spearheading the youth committee, right? Mm-hmm. And you're pulling in different people to be a part. You guys are building out. And I know I asked if you've thought about it, but I kind of want to hit the nail on the head with this one. Do you foresee yourself running for city council soon?
I would love to run for city council.
Hey,
I absolutely would love to represent the city of Highland Park. I feel like being a part of the youth committee is almost like a training process for it,
Mm-hmm.
I never really thought of myself as, not seriously as like a politician, as a councilman or as a, as anything.
Mm-hmm.
That never really seemed like something that was feasible. It was almost like NBA player.
You're never thinking
being
about
the
it.
president. Being, it was like
Mm-hmm.
one of those things you didn't see as something being that close and that feasible. And I definitely want to run. I definitely want to do that just so that I can show not only that I can do it, but the people to follow that, hey, y'all can do this too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all can do it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all can do it right now. Like, it's just a matter of, believing in yourself, having that confidence, and, stepping up to the plate.
Yeah.
Just stepping up to the plate. So,
well, y'all heard it here first on the on Highland Park Spotlight. Rio the Great running for a city council. That'll be awesome. That, like, just to see your name on that ballot would probably make a lot of people proud.
Absolutely.
Because like I mentioned before and earlier in the show, having youth as part of within these, arenas and city councils and commissions is important because it's your voice that got to be heard.
Yeah, we need our representation.
Exactly. Representation. That's key. So we're in the month of September. My days have been blurred together, y'all. So forgive me if I have to constantly look at my dates because they're all together now. But there's some events happening, right? And you mentioned Youth Explosion earlier.
Yes, the youth explosion, September 23rd, next to City Hall. I'm excited about it. It's a chance for the city to come out to meet with the local politicians. You can meet with the mayor. You can meet with me. You can meet with each other. We're gonna have giveaways. I'm gonna try to get some special guests to come through and just bring light to Highland Park. Just bring some shine to it. If anybody wants to be involved in the youth explosion, if anybody wants to make donations, if anybody has anything, I know it's kind of off topic, but just a few weeks back we did a junior NBA camp at Barber.
Really?
Yeah. Shout out to Jair Grayer. He's an NBA player for the Orlando Magic. I want to say he's a hometown native of Flint.
Okay.
And he did a free basketball camp here in Highland Park at Barber
Elementary.
At Barber Elementary. Just a few weeks ago. And it was dope. I was able to be a part of it, assist them, and just running the camp and whatnot. And it was amazing. Like I had people hit me up once they see me like on Instagram and stuff. Like, hey, we got backpacks and stuff. Can I bring them by? Or you know what I'm saying, that type of stuff. So. It was amazing, and the biggest thing for me was the kids. Like, they enjoyed it. They like, we doing this again next week. We about to run it back. So, man, just seeing that reaction out of them, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, we can't do this every week, but let's try to get more of these things going for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to make it. Just try to keep. If we can't do basketball camps every week, let's do something to where the children are involved and they feel good about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So
it's about to get cold though, but just throwing that out there. Well, I mean, if it's inside, we good. But so the Youth Explosion is September 23rd.
Yes.
11 to 3. Right. You said it's the lot next to City Hall, so it's going to be right behind that parking lot there in City Hall. So far, shout out to Legacy of Literacy, right? Ambush, Unity, Glamour Eyes. These are some of the sponsors and people that are going to be involved in the Youth Explosion. We got live music. You performing?
Yes, I will be performing. I have a song that I did recently. It's called Starless Sun. It's dedicated to my mom.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'm definitely going to bless the city with that one.
Okay.
Hopefully we could get Karan of a Shade on the lineup as well.
Okay. All right. So, live music. And then there's some resources that's going to be available. I know that there's going to be someone on site to help with voter registration, because that's huge, right?
Absolutely.
So in order to...
Especially here in Highland Park.
Yeah. So we want to get more of the youth involved in voting, right? Voting is important, especially when you want to see different things happen here. And we got food. So...
Everybody love food.
Shout out to the police and fire department at Highland Park for sponsoring food for us.
Yeah, shout out to the police and Highland Park department. The citizens gave them that L in the basketball game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that basketball game was hilarious. I do want to do it again, though. But that was hilarious. Yeah, Team HP killed it was police and fire together
And we calling out all other teams in Highland Park. If the teachers want to get their team together, anybody, if y'all store owners want to get y'all little team together, Team HP is ready.
Well, there it is. He has called y'all out on live television. So what's some of the things that you want to see with the Youth Explosion that's happening next week?
I just want to see people come out. I want to see people, just the camaraderie. Growing up in Highland Park, that was always a big thing for me. Like whenever we had events and stuff, like that's always what I took out the most of it. I didn't really realize, I didn't always remember like who performed or what this and that, but I do remember like just being out with my people or whatever. So I want everybody to come out, kick it with their people, enjoy themselves.
Okay. So any other events that you foresee you guys doing?
Absolutely.
Because I know Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all of that is coming up, New Year's.
Absolutely. I would like to have a Highland Park showcase before the end of the year. Another HP showcase. All Highland Park artists. It's a lot of talent in Highland Park. Enough for us to have our own shows for us to, do our own thing. So
it's that many?
It's that many. My last Highland Park showcase, I think we had 25 plus Highland Park artists, and I didn't just sign anybody up. Like you gotta be all right for me to give you the mic. So we got some talent here in Highland Park. Like seriously, shout out to all the artists, all the creatives in the city, man. Our time is coming. It's the new HP. We changed the narrative here in the city.
That's awesome. So I know that for the Youth Explosion, this is in partnership with the City of Highland Park.
Yes.
This is in partnership with the police department, the fire department. Are there any other partnerships that you're looking for or looking forward to? Because you never know who's watching. So, are you looking for other partnerships to push the Youth Explosion forward?
Absolutely. I would love for any store owners to reach out. Even if you can't do a lot, we don't need huge donations. If you got a clothing store and you want to donate a gift card or, something small that we can raffle off or give away just to show your support for the city and the youth here in the city, I think that'd be big. It doesn't have to be big. It could be anything. You could give us a hat. I'm sure whoever wins that hat, that little boy or girl is going to be, they're going to be excited with that. So,
okay. So, this is huge. So again, if you're just now tuning in, this is the first time that a youth committee has been established here in the city of Highland Park. And it's so great because we need more youth to be involved, whether it's behind the scenes, whether it's, on a council, on a school board, but just to have the voice of the youth because they are the ones who have to move forward. And we have to leave the city in their hands. So why not equip them as of now to move forward into that position and get into their purpose? And so, Rio, I am just thankful that you decided to step up, right? I know that Mayor McDonald has a close relationship with a lot of the youth here in the city because she used to be an educator. So that's even, that lets me know that she has a heart for kids, that she has a heart for people.
Her love is definitely genuine. I don't know if I said this on the last episode, but I met Mayor McDonald at the basketball court. Up there playing one day, she's picking up trash, cutting weeds. I'm like, what is this lady doing over here? Like, in the hood, you know what I'm saying? So, for somebody to care about, like, I'm at the basketball court. I'm hooping, I'm handing. If you want to go get a bucket, if you want to get buckets at Barber right now after the show, you could meet me over there. I will.
He talking about playing basketball after the show. Like,
I'm ready. Or actually, it's Wednesday. We at Hackett today from 5 to 7. Shout out to Hackett Field. Shout out to just these resources becoming more available to us. I was there yesterday, and it was a gym full of people. You
Wow.
know, it was a gym full of people there, and we had a nice, good run. We need that in the city. Like that, it felt good. It felt good to be right up the street, right here in the neighborhood. For the residents, it's free of charge. Just come sign up. Don't bring no nonsense with you. Come have a good time. But yeah, that was
Okay. So I'm going to ask this question. Have you seen, since Mayor McDonald has been in office, have you seen a drastic change? What changes have you noticed here within the city?
absolutely. I've seen a drastic change. Just the fact that we have a youth committee, that I have a voice. I didn't have this voice this time last year. You know, I was the same person with the same opinions, but for her to extend her platform so that I can be heard, so that not just me, but the rest of the youth can be heard. That's big, you know?
Yeah.
Aside from all the behind the work stuff that she's doing for the city, I definitely can see and feel the change here in Highland Park. She's doing a great job as the mayor of the new HP, changing the narrative here.
The new HP. I like that. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I know it is 12:42. If those that are watching wanted to get involved with the youth committee, if they wanted to support the youth explosion that's happening next Saturday, how would they get in contact with you?
Reach out to me on social media. I'm on Instagram at Rio the Great. That's RIOTHAGR 8, spelled real crazy. Where you can find me on Facebook at Rio the Great. If you got any questions or whatever, just, you know, message me. I'm not like somebody that's hard to get to or whatever. I'll respond. Just let me know what you're messaging me about. I got people that message me about weird stuff, you know what I'm saying? Being an artist and this and that. Then you got your scammers out here, but you know, just let me know your intentions. Let me know what you're trying to do. If I don't get right back to you, it's okay to send a second message to follow up with me. Like, I'm a person, I forget stuff, you know what I'm saying? But reach out to me, and if I can't help you, I'm gonna plug you with somebody in the committee or somebody who can help you to do whatever it is that you're trying to do. So
Okay. So for those that may not have social media, would you like for them to be filtered through me?
absolutely, reach out to Keisha B. If you don't have social media, she'll make that connection for you.
Okay, so if you don't have social media and you want to be a part of the youth committee, you can always call City Hall. That number is 313-252-0050, and my extension is 258. So for those who don't know, although I am Keisha B here on the Highland Park Spotlight WHPR TV, I am Lakeisha Brown in the office as the PR director for the city of Highland Park. So if you need to reach me, you can do so utilizing 313-252-0050, extension 258. So Rio, I thank you for coming on air with me again today.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Shout out to Karan, shout out to Fashay, shout out to
Ken,
and Dre for being part of the youth committee. I look forward to seeing all the things that transpire with you guys. I look forward to seeing your name on the ballot one day for city council.
I appreciate that.
Oh, for sure. And we're going to take our last commercial break. And when we come back, I have a few things that I'm sure the mayor wants me to put out there. So we'll be back right after this commercial break.
At the Detroit Water and Sewerage Department, we're working hard to protect pipes by cleaning public sewer lines to reduce flooding and speeding up the replacement of lead service lines. Protect your pipes with 3 easy tips. Pour grease into containers, toss wipes in the trash can, and check for running toilets, leaky pipes, and dripping faucets. For more tips, go to detroitmi.gov/protect pipes. DWSD, working hard to protect pipes for you. The Detroit Water and Sewerage Department is looking for motivated Detroiters to be a part of our team. We have opportunities for field services technicians, engineers, and customer service specialists with competitive pay and benefits. Make a real difference with the work you do every day. Join other Detroiters who are taking part protecting the pipes where we live, work, and play. Learn more and apply at detroitmi.gov/jobs. DWSD, working hard for you.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Matter. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
Muscles, joints, or feet tired, achy, or distressed? Tried everything? Ringmaster Rubbing Oil is a vintage topical pain reliever, trusted for over 70 years, with a rich formula for the treatment of stubborn aches and pains. Packaged in a glass bottle for purity, our liquid can also be used in warm water for foot soaks and compresses. A little goes a long way. Try our time-tested formula, available in several sizes.
Make a donation to WHBR-TV and receive two 2-ounce bottles of Ringmaster Rubbing Oil for $25. Call 313-868-6612.
Welcome back to the Highland Park Spotlight. I'm your host, Keisha B. And if you're just now tuning in, you missed Rio Denario Barnes, born and raised here in Highland Park, who came onto the show as he is part of the youth committee, the first youth committee ever established here within the city of Highland Park. So shout out to Mayor McDonald for putting that in play. Having the youth involved is very, very big and very, very imperative in order to see progress within the city. And so I am excited for the youth committee. They have some great things on the horizon, including their first event that they are actually putting together, which is the Youth Explosion, which will be held next week. On the 23rd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So I am really excited about that. But if you have not got an opportunity to grab a pen and a piece of paper, please do so. You might want to grab an envelope, a crayon, a highlighter, something to write a few things down with, because there are a few events that's taking place, as I mentioned before. However, today is the day. Coffee and Conversations happen every second Wednesday of the month, as Mayor McDonald goes to Dunkin' Donuts, right? Just to have a conversation with the residents here in the city of Highland Park. She gives updates as to the different things that's transpired, the things on the horizon, and give you an opportunity to discuss some of the concerns that you may have or things that you may want to see here in Highland Park. So the first session happened today at 10 a.m., which was huge. I mean, Dunkin' Donuts, every chair was taken and there was standing room only. So that was good. The second session will happen this evening at 5 p.m. So if you are able to join us, please make sure that you are present at the Dunkin' Donuts right there in Highland Park on Woodward, within that complex there. Is next to, what is that? The Church's Chicken. But make sure that you're there at 5 p.m. today to have an opportunity to talk with Mayor McDonald. Also, I know that you guys have seen some bulldozers and some people clearing out some areas in Highland Park, and that is because the Joe Louis Greenway is coming to Highland Park and will be going through Highland Park to connect to Detroit and also Hamtramck. So we are excited about that, and the construction start celebration is today. today at 1:30 to 2 p.m. So if you would like to take part or be a part of the celebration, you can join us at 14501 Hamilton. Again, that address is 14501 Hamilton. County Executive Warren Evans will be present along with Mayor McDonald for the ceremony. So please come out and be a part of this. This is huge. This is going to connect Highland Park to Detroit, Hamtramck. And if you've been following the Joe Louis Greenway, if I'm not mistaken, it's about a 22 to 26, 27 mile pathway, right? That everyone can take, whether you're riding your bike, your scooter, walking, jogging. It's a way to connect multiple cities and to bring everyone together. So again, the construction start celebration is today from 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. at 14501 Hamilton. So please make sure that you are there for that. Also, on Saturday, September 16th, the City of Highland Park has partnered with Focus Hope. So they are giving out free food, and it starts Saturday at 9 a.m. It will be held at the Ernest T. Ford Rec Center. So here's the thing. It starts at 9. I suggest you get there early. So typically when they give out food, they are done by 10 a.m., no later than 10:30. So you want to be in line, I say 7:30-ish, because people do line up and people come from all over. So we do want Highland Parkers to have first come, first dibs, but it doesn't necessarily operate like that. You have to get in line. The line will come off of Picken onto Hamilton Road. So please be there again this Saturday, September 16th, Ernest T. Ford Rec Center. 9 a.m. is the Focus Hope free food giveaway. If you miss it, Saturday the 16th, they will be distributing food again on the 23rd, but they will be in Inkster. Okay, so that address is 759 Inkster Road in Inkster, Michigan, and that will be on the 23rd at 9 a.m. as well. Now back to the Joe Louis Greenway. So shout out to the HP Riders. So if you have not participated in their slow roll, please do so. They will be having a slow roll on September 16th from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Now, they are actually partnering with the Joe Louis Greenway Partnership to bring this slow roll to you, also in conjunction with the Dreamweaver Project. Again, so this bike ride, this slow roll, which is done by HP Riders, is a bike ride to learn about the Joe Louis Greenway here in Highland Park. They will meet in the parking lot near the Ernest T. Ford Rec Center. There will be limited bikes for free rental. So if you don't have a bike, you can show up. You might want to get there a little early because they are on limited supply as far as bikes for free rental. They are first come, first serve. Water and food will be provided on site. All ages are welcome. Helmets are optional. Bring your own bike. Entertainment, merchandise, and so forth will be available. Again, this is Saturday, September 16th at 3 to 6 p.m. They all ride out at 4 p.m. So if you show up after 4 and everybody's gone, you know, they told you to be there at 3, so that gives you an hour to kind of get everything set up. But again, if you're able to make it, please attend the Highland Park Slow Roll, presented by the Dreamweaver Project, the HP Riders, and the Joe Louis Greenway Partnership, to learn about the Joe Louis Greenway route here in the city of Highland Park. Next, Monday, September 18th is the City Council meeting at 7 p.m. If you have not, subscribe to the Highland Park YouTube channel, you may want to do so. Reason being is because now all City Council meetings are streamed directly to the YouTube channel. If you want to search for Highland Park on YouTube, you would just go to youtube.com. In the search bar, you will put the @ symbol and put MI Highland Park, and it will actually put up the YouTube channel. You could subscribe, and that way you will stay in the know as far as whenever it goes live. The link is shared still to the Facebook page. However, everything is streamed directly to YouTube. So if you want to come in person for the city council meeting, you can meet at City Hall 12050 Woodward, which would be held on the second floor for the city council meeting at 7 p.m. Or you can actually join online through the YouTube channel. Next week also is Wellness Wednesdays at the Ernest T. Ford Rec Center. That is at 11 a.m. They do ask that you RSVP in order to attend, and that you would call 313-252-0050 and speak with Miss Bernadette or Miss Sharon within the senior department to RSVP for that event. And next Saturday is the first day of autumn. So fall will officially be here on Saturday, September 23rd, but also is the Youth Explosion. So as Rio mentioned earlier, if you are able to assist in any capacity with the Youth Explosion, please reach out to myself or Rio. Rio is available via social media, his Facebook page or his Instagram. However, I can be reached via email, or I can be reached at 313-252-0050, extension 258, or you can reach me via email, which is lbrown@highlandparkmi.gov. Again, that is if you would like to be a part of the Youth Explosion, whether that is setting up a table to provide resources, whether that is being a sponsor to provide items that can be given away during the giveaway, whether that is if you want to sponsor drinks or food, whatever that may be, please reach out. We need all the help that we can get. And we are excited because this is the first event that the youth committee is doing on their own in partnership with the city of Highland Park. Again, September 27th is Chat with the Chief. The last Chat with the Chief was canceled due to some severe weather that we were having. But this month it is on September 27th at 6 p.m. over at the Highland Park Police Department headquarters, which is located at 13233 Hamilton Avenue. So if you're able to be in attendance, please come out, because this gives you an opportunity to discuss things that concern you, concern your neighborhood with the chief, and also receive updates as far as the progress that they have made within the police department. And the citywide block club meeting is September 28th, the last Thursday of this month at 6 p.m. That meeting is held at 24 Gerald Street here in Highland Park at the Highland Park Fire Department. So please come out if you want to start a block club, if you have started a block club, if you would like additional information, please come out to the citywide block club meeting. If you already have a block club established, please make sure that you send someone from your block club to attend the meeting in order to gain information that you could take back to your block club. Because we want to try and keep as many people informed as possible. If you have not signed up for the text or email updates, please make sure that you do so as well. And you could do so via highlandparkmi.gov, which is the website. In the upper right-hand corner, you can click email and text updates and enter your information and receive information from the city on a monthly and weekly basis as far as the upcoming events. You have been watching the Highland Park Spotlight. I'm your host, Keisha B. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you next time.